so they didn't know how bad things were going to get. I had a sense that all of this was not over, that bad things were coming, and I had no idea how bad it would get. So I was able to learn a lot about them as the big blow-up of late 2008 was coming. And then when that happened, they really stopped talking to me, because at that point they did not want to be part of a book. And then what happened was a lot of them had lost so much money that they started laying people off. And I was able to get in touch with some of the people who had been laid off, and learned a lot more about the inner workings of these groups and some of the stuff that had happened.
Did you get a call from any of the people mentioned in the book after the book came out?
A few, or some angry emails.
Like, how dare you?
Yeah, I mean, they feel like I may have betrayed them. But my feeling is, first of all, these are big boys. They know what they're doing. They chose to talk to me. I'm a reporter with the Wall Street Journal, and I'm going to only report what I see. And if bad things happen, and I learn about bad things and big losses, and I'm gonna put it in the paper. I wrote about Cliff Asness, head of a giant hedge fund in Greenwich, who's a very smart guy, very charismatic and engaging, but he has this explosive temper, and he would smash computers, and he would berate employees, and very temperamental guy, and blew up at a poker game that these guys have, and I put it all in the book, and he was really angry that I was doing that, and thought it had nothing to do with the book. But as I tried to explain to him, it works within the book, because you guys are all betting on the market becoming, behaving in a rational way, and yet you guys are crazy. You yourself show how human beings can be very volatile and unpredictable, and that's human nature. And it points to a flaw in the models.
Wow, that's very courageous of you. Has the Wall Street Journal gotten any calls like, you better cut that out, you better quit promoting that book, you should fire that guy?
I hope not.
Has there been any pressure?
I haven't heard anything like that. It may have happened, but my editors would never give in anything like that. They trust me and know that I do my job. And people complain, all the time about our reporting, but our editors are always behind us.
That's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking with Scott Patterson, the author of the New York Times bestseller, The Quants, How a New Breed of Math Whizzes Conquered Wall Street and Nearly Destroyed It. Scott Patterson, I look forward to having you back. Thank you for publishing this book and researching it and letting us know about high-frequency trading, the players involved, the culture associated with it, and the inner workings of it. And we thank you for being here.
Thanks a lot for having me.